Continuation of Wallace Stevens's The Auroreas of Autumn. It is like a thing of ether that exists, almost as predicate, but it exists. It exists, it is visible, it is, it is. So then these lights are not a spell of light, a saying out of a cloud, but innocence, an innocence of the earth and no false sign, or symbol of malice. We partake thereof, lie down like children in this holiness, as if awake we lay in the quiet of sleep, as if the innocent mother sang in the dark of the room and on an accordion half heard created the time and place in which we breathe, and of each other thought in the idiom of the work, in the idiom of an innocent earth, not of the enigma of the guilty dream. We were as Danes in Denmark all day long, and we knew each other well, hale-hearted landsmen, for whom the outlandish was another day of the week queerer than Sunday. We thought alike, and that made brothers of us in a home in which we fed on being brothers, fed and fattened as on a decorous honeycomb. This drama that we live, we lay sticky with sleep, this sense of the activity of fate, the rendezvous when she came alone, by her coming became a freedom of the two, an isolation which only the two could share. Shall we be found hanging in the trees next spring? Of what disaster is this the eminence? Bare limbs, bare trees, and a wind as sharp as salt? The stars are putting on their glittering belts. They throw around their shoulders cloaks that flash, like a great shadow's last embellishment. It may come tomorrow in the simplest word, almost as part of innocence, almost as the tenderest and the truest part. An unhappy people in a happy world. Read, Rabbi, the phases of this difference. An unhappy people in an unhappy world. There are too many mirrors for misery. A happy people in an unhappy world? It cannot be. There's nothing there to roll on the expressive tongue the finding thing. A happy people in a happy world. Buffo, a ball, an opera, a bar. Turn back to where we were when we began. An unhappy people in a happy world. Now solemnize the secretive syllables. Read to the congregation for today, and for tomorrow this extremity, this contrivance of the spectre of the spears, contriving balance to contrive a whole, the vital, never-failing genius, fulfilling his meditations great and small. In these unhappy he meditates a whole, the full of fortune and the full of fate, as if he lived all lives that he might know. In hall Haridan, not hushful paradise, to a haggling of wind and weather, by these lights like a blaze of summer straw in winter's nick. The end.